Melissa, and I am here to do my November faves and fails. I know I'm like a week, maybe 2 weeks late on it, but I really wanted to get it out there and I hadn't had time to record. So it's kind of like November faves in December. I'm going to try to do this pretty quickly and go through it. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like 7 products I want to mention, and these are products that I use pretty much the entire month of November. I really didn't swap things out or try new things, so everything here are really items that I really loved and got a lot of use out for the month of November. So let's get right into it. So the first thing I want to mention is the nail polish, and this is the Revlon Perfumier nail polish in Autumn Spice. They're in these cute little bottles. Oops. And they're on their own separate display, and the thing about them is that they have a scent to them, like a fragrance to them, and I'm going to talk about that in a minute. But the reason I picked this up was the color. It is so pretty, and I don't know if you can see it, but it's like a brown, and then look at that, it has these beautiful sparkles like gold and bronze and rose gold. I wore this every day in November. I think this is the perfect autumn, fall, Thanksgiving kind of color with the browns and the golds, and it was just so beautiful. So I love the color right off the bat. The second thing I loved about this was the formula that this nail polish is, and because of the scent, is the first few days I wore it, I didn't put a top coat on it because I wanted to test the scent out, and it actually lasted me quite a bit before it started to chip. And even when it chipped, it would just be like the edge of my nail would kind of wear off. It wasn't like a chunk would come off, and if I needed to in a bind, I would just take the brush and just kind of run it on the tip and then put a top coat on it. So it was a really good formula. I really love the color. As for the scent, don't expect to go into the drugstore and open this bottle and take a scent of it. You're gonna smell nail polish and it smells gross. The scent comes out when the formula dries. So once your nail's dry, then you'll be able to smell it. And it does have a scent. The scent lasts for maybe about a day, not too much longer than that, but you have to like smell your nails to smell it. It's not like a perfume where it's just like this nice, like, I don't know, scent to you. You have to like be like, my nails smell good. And I would say to my husband, here, smell my nails. And he would have to smell them to get it. It's not that somebody passing by you is just gonna smell it. So don't buy it for that extra aspect of the scent. Buy it for the color because it's so beautiful. And it can go into winter. I mean, it's not just a fall color, but it was the perfect fall color for me. Buy it for the color of it, for the formula. I bought a new one for December. I'm actually wearing it now, so I'll talk about that in my December one and let you know if it was a fave or a fail. But buy it for the formula, buy it for the color, and the scent's just kind of an added bonus for a day. I did, after the day, put a top coat on it to help with to make the nail polish last. But that's the Revlon Perfumier in Autumn Spice. This next product I wore every day that I wore makeup, and I don't wear makeup every day, but every day that I did, I wore this. And this is the Sonia Kashuk Undetectable Cream Bronzer in Warm Tan. They have 2 shades. This is the lightest of the 2. And Sonia Kashuk is sold at Target, in case you don't know. It's not Rite Aid or CVS. But this is a beautiful cream bronzer. And I have never seen a cream bronzer at a drugstore, but I love it. So any bronzer I've ever tried is a powder, but this is like, it's so smooth and creamy. And then it's just like a rich bronzy brown color. I mean, that's like a really heavy swatch of it. You do blend it out when you use it as a bronzer. But I love this because it's not too dark, it's not too orangey, and with it being a cream product, it's actually really blendable on the cheeks. I'm wearing it today as a slight contour, and it just helps to warm up your face a little bit. In the winter time, we all get a little pale, and I'm pretty pale to begin with, so I don't want things that make me look overly bronzed, especially when I'm at my fairest. So this is just a nice, just gives a little bit of warmth to the face, just kind of makes it glow a little bit. There's no shimmer to it or anything like that, just a nice matte cream bronzer. And I like it too because in the winter time our skin tends to get a little bit drier, so putting a powder on dry skin can make things get a little flaky. With a cream product, it just kind of smooths in. It's not that it's moisturizing or hydrating, but it just kind of blends into the skin a lot easier. So if you're looking for a new bronzer, I would check this out. You know, get the one that's right for you. They have this one, which is the lighter one, and a darker one also. And these are the Sonia Kashuk Undetectable Cream Bronzers. Next, I want to talk about a brush, which again, I use this every time I use makeup in the month of November. And this is the Real Techniques Expert Face Brush. It looks like this. Look at how dense that is. I mean, holy cow. You're lucky because I cleaned it before this video, so it was nice and, you know, not dirtied up. But I love this brush for applying my foundation, and last month I was hooked on the Beauty Blender, but this month I was giving this guy a try and I loved it. I would dot my foundation all over my face and then take this and just kind of buff it out. And I just thought this did a great job of doing it. Some brushes, they can leave like streak marks and you have to kind of like pat over it with your fingers to get rid of that. But this didn't leave any streak marks, and it's soft on the face and it's a good size. I mean, it's not too big, it's not too little, but it was good to like even sweep under my eyes to get in between my eyebrows in the corner, across my eyelids, you know, all those tricky places that can be hard to get. This got in there, and it was nice where it wasn't too small on the rest of my face, that I was able to like blend it out pretty quickly, getting into the hairline, chin, everywhere. So I really like this brush. I will continue to use it. I didn't use it today because I wanted it to be clean for this video, but this is the Real Techniques Expert Face Brush, and I got mine at Ulta. I believe that Target sells them too, but it might be online, and Kohl's sells them in some stores, but otherwise they are online. But check them out. This is a really nice, soft, dense foundation brush. Really like it. Another product I was loving in the month of November is a Jordana blush. Looks like this, and it's in the shade Blushing Rose. And this is a beautiful, like, rosy mauve type color, and it has a little bit of that's it right there. Whoops. A little bit of like a golden sparkle to it. It reminds me a little bit of the e.l.f. Blushing Rose, but I think this one's a little bit deeper of a color than that one is. But the e.l.f. one also has like the golden flecks in it. This is so pretty. I have this on today, and it's just a nice deeper tone blush color. These are really inexpensive. I picked mine up at Kmart. They're so pigmented, so you have to be careful. Use a light hand because you gotta be careful with this one. Gently swirl your brush in it, tap it off before you apply it, and then gently dust it on because this baby packs a lot of punch. So this is a Jordana blush powder and Blushing Rose. Love it. Eyeshadows I love this month. I have two different ones that I want to show you. I'm actually going to do a tutorial with both of them at some point soon, so I'm not going to go into crazy detail about them, but I do just want to mention them. The first is the Almay Wake Up Trio in Exhilarate 020, and I know it looks like a quad, but this is actually a primer that's in it, so it's just these three colors here. So this comes with a really beautiful, kind of a pinkish white. It's a white, but it's got a little pink hue to it. A really pretty sparkly taupe color, and then a deep plum. So I love the combination of these three colors. I think they're so pretty together. They got the deep plum, the taupe, and then the pinkish white color. I say pink, but it's like it's a white, just got a pink undertone to it. I think these are great eyeshadows, long lasting. It's nice that it comes with a primer inside of it. They're well coordinated. I don't really have much complaint about it. The taupe, because it's a sparkly color, there can be some flecks, so I do recommend that you put your eye makeup on first before doing your face and then brush it off before applying your face makeup. But I love this little guy. I think it's a great little trio, and keep your eyes peeled because I will have a tutorial for it coming up soon. The next eyeshadows I want to talk about, I'm going to say that they're drugstore because of the cost of them, but you find them at Ulta. They're not sold in a Rite Aid, a CVS, anything like that. And these are the Essence eyeshadows. They look like this. They're in these little plastic individual packaging. So I have 3 of these that I picked up. And what's really neat about these is these are sold in the drugstore section of Ulta. But what I love about this is in the display that they're on is there's actually a drawer that comes out and it has all the eyeshadows so you can test them. A lot of time with drugstore products, you can't test them before you buy them because they're all packaged up. Well, the display for this has them so that you can test them, which is really nice. So you get to feel if they're chalky or smooth, or you know, you get to see the finish on them because sometimes it can be hard to tell in the packaging. So you get to see the finish, feel the product, and see if it's pigmented or not. See what the color payoff is. So that's what I really liked about these. They're super inexpensive. And so I got three kind of like brownish neutral colors. I have Cappucino Please, which looks like this. Whoops. And I'm a little swatched, but it's just like a nice neutral. As the other one in the other palette was like a pinky neutral. This is a creamy, cream type neutral. It's like a white cream. Then the next one I got is Party All Night, which is a beautiful, it's a taupe. It's super metallic, super shimmery taupe. And then the last one I have is Get Ready. And this is just a deep brown. It's not matte, it's kind of like has a sheen to it. So these are super pretty colors. I'm kind of swatching over things, but whoops, where are you? There you are. Okay, so that's the deepest brown, which is Get Ready. Then the next one is Party All Night. Party All Night. And then this is Cappucino Please. What's also really cool about these is the packaging themselves. It tells you on the back the effect of it. So, you know, two of these two, the lightest and the dark one that I have, say that they are a shimmery effect, which is more of like a satin. Don't think shimmer as glitter. It's more of like a satin effect to it where it just kind of has a sheen to it. And then the Party All Night one says metallic effect, and that's your glitter. So I really like these. They feel really smooth. They have good color payoff. Wear them with a primer. They're really pigmented. Tap your brush off before you use them. And just with the metallic type ones, I would, same thing like with the other Almay palette, is I would do your eyes first and then brush off your face to get any excess flakes off, and then do the rest of your face foundation. But I love these little guys, so if you're out in the store, check them out. I will do a tutorial. This is actually the eye look I'm wearing today, but I will do a tutorial using these, so keep your eyes posted for that as well in the month of December. I picked up a new mascara that I think has been in the drugstores for a really long time, but I just saw it and really liked it. And this is the Maybelline The Rocket Volume Express. And I have it in whatever the darkest shade is. I can't read it because it's so little, but whatever the darkest black is, that's always what I get when it comes to mascara. So that's what I picked up, and I really like this. I have this on today. I don't know if you can see, but I think it does a really great job. It's a typical rubber brush, looks like that. Can you get in there? And my only problem with the brush is that towards the end here, it's tapered, so there's not a lot of bristles down here, but down here there are. So sometimes getting into the corner is you want to get more towards the middle of the brush, because at the end there's not much there. But I really like the formula. I find that it's pretty buildable. It's not too wet of a formula that when you start to build it on top of each other, it sticks together. It is wet, but not super, super wet, if that makes any sense. But you can get a couple coats on this, and it really does a good job of building the volume, building length, and making your lashes be like, pow, pow. Like, it just totally makes them awesome. So I really like this, and this is the Maybelline The Rocket Volume Express. Check it out. So my fail for November. Womp. Okay. This was a YouTube recommendation. I saw someone using it on YouTube, and I was like, I gotta get it. And it's the Fergie Wet n Wild lipstick. It comes in a silver tube, and it's in the shade 8A041 Ferguson Crest Cabernet. Okay, so it is this beautiful color. I mean, totally perfect for this time of year. Very plum type color, and I was like, I gotta have that. So I went looking out for it, stocked out a few different drugstores, and got it. Picked it up, couldn't even wait, got it home, put it on my lips. And I was like, that looks familiar to me. So I start digging through my makeup drawer, and I found that it's a dupe. Now, the problem is, my problem with it is I understand that from, you know, one line to another, there can be duplicate or similar type colors. My problem is this has a dupe within the Wet n Wild line, and it is the Wet n Wild, the regular lipsticks in the black tube, and it's 908C Sugar Plum Fairy. I mean, it's the exact same color. Look at that. They're exactly the same. I'm gonna swatch these guys for you so you can see. Hold on. They're exactly the same. Sorry, my dog's barking. They're exactly the same. So they don't even have a different finish or a different sheen. They're exactly the same within the same line, and that's what makes me upset. I would understand if it was like a Revlon it was similar to, or a Maybelline or something, but for Wet n Wild to put out basically the exact same lipsticks, that's why it's a fail for me, because I actually do really like the lipstick. I'm just mad that I have two of the same color right now. So, I mean, if you don't have one, pick one of them up if you like that kind of deep color, but don't go out and buy one if you already have the other, because they are exactly the same. So that's why it's a fail for me this month. Other than that, everything else I've been using this month I've pretty much liked, so it was a pretty good month for me. So I hope you guys all had a great Thanksgiving, and coming into the holiday season, my tree is going, and I'm just super excited. So stay tuned for more videos. Like I said, the 2 eye tutorials will be coming up with the products mentioned in here. And as always, thanks for watching. Bye!